Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabby and I've got quite a big haul for you. Not sure how this happened, but it did. Today I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 26 books to show you. Don't tell boy. I'm like, I got no money to go on books. I've also got a great hot chocolate in the best mug ever. I think Sports Direct mugs are like a British thing. I've had a couple of people on my Instagram being like, why is this mug so big? Or is this mug so big? Or like, do you have tiny hands? Like, am I seeing things? No, you're not seeing things. Your eyes do not fool you. This is like a litre mug. Sports Direct is a shop that's given me quite a lot of trauma over the years. Having two brothers, I have to spend a lot of time in there, and the shop does not really interest me in any way. But worth it. For the mug, it's fine. I'm gonna try for once to make this snappy. Just get straight into the books. I know, is she feeling okay? First up, I've got 5 here I'm going to talk about collectively and not really say a lot on. That is because they are from the book prize shortlist, and my last video was sharing all my thoughts on them, so there's no need. Work smart, not hard. Treacle Walker, Oh William. Small things like these, Marley Almeida, and Glory. If you want to know my thoughts, you can watch the video. But generally, with the exception of Oh William, which is quite slow and comforting, they're all historical fictions really. One was 5-star, the rest were like good. Related to the book prize, I also bought 2 books which weren't on my shortlist but that I really want to read. First up, we have Nightcrawling. The author of this book released it when she was 19. She's now 20, which is just as insane. But imagine making the book prize at 19. At 19, I was just like, what even was I doing? Maybe like, I was going out a lot. I wasn't writing. Silly me. This is about a girl called Kiara. That just makes me think of Sierra. Do, 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 do. Love and sex and magic. Justin Timberlake. King. Kiara, I think that's how I just decided to pronounce it. Kiara is picked up by 2 police officers, and the gruesome deal she's offered in exchange for her freedom lands her in the centre of a media storm. She agreed to testify in a trial to expose police corruption, but honesty comes at a price, and it sounds like her family are in danger. I've heard it's very sad. I've heard it will destroy me, and sign me up. And just again, 19. One thing I'll say, the US cover is so much better. I wish I had that, but I only buy US covers if I'm like convinced I'm gonna love the book. And I don't know if I'll love this, so be sensible with your money, thank you. The other one I got from the Booker longlist was Trust by Hernan Diaz. This is a weird choice for me. It's about tycoons on Wall Street. Like, maybe I picked it up because I think of Leonardo DiCaprio when I think of Wall Street, but also I recently found out about his dating preferences, and You do you with age gaps, but maybe don't have a track record of dumping people at 25. If you're watching Leo, you obviously are. The reason I picked this up is because I saw a review describing it as completely immersive. On the blurb it says it's a story within a story, and I kind of just want to bury my head in that. I mean, I don't really think of Wall Street when I think of autumn reads, but I feel like autumn's the perfect time to get the blanket on, get a candle lit, and like really get reading. We're talking not 20 minutes at a time. Dobby, leave me alone. Your mother is reading for over an hour. And I think that's what I want from this book, if any of that made sense. Not sure if it did. Next up, I've been the charity shops. I got quite lucky. These 7 books have been bought in 3 separate trips, but sometimes I spend a month at like a time. Sometimes it's like a whole month where there's nothing there, and these were 3 consecutive trips, so tick, success. First up, I got Ruby Kaur's Homebody. I don't really care about poetry, or in my mind I don't too much. I think I'm a bit like, what's the difference between poetry and putting spaces in between words in my phone notes? But for £1, I'm gonna see what I think. Can't go wrong. Charity shop bargains. Next up, we have got Milkman by Anna Burns. I've read this before and I found it really slow and got really angry with nice words, I think, because now I can't stop thinking about it. I genuinely read this before lockdown. It must have been a new release then, and it was the winner of the Booker Prize in 2018. So that means I read it like 4 years ago. Mental. It's genuinely been on my mind since I read it. I keep coming back to it and thinking, oh my god, I wish I could read that, but I got rid of it. So, £1, you're going straight in my basket. Then another one I've read, but this was a borrowed copy and I really enjoyed it. The Descent of Man by Grayson Perry. This is a really lovely exploration on gender. Grayson Perry is ace. I love his art stuff and it's a no-brainer. I read this and gave it 5 stars. So I'm intrigued what I think of it now I've read more on gender, more non-fiction, and just have a bit of a wider experience with books. The critique is here. Then I got John Updike's Rabbit Run, which I can't lie, kind of got because I really like the cover. Stunning. But this does sound really good. Ready for the blurb? It's 1959 and Harry Angstrom, one-time high school sports superstar, is going nowhere. At 26, he is trapped in a secondary existence, stuck with a fragile alcoholic wife, a house full of overflowing ashtrays. Why are there so many planes? Hot chocolate break. But on a break, the latest Just Eat advert is fucking hilarious. Ding dong, ding a ding 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 dong. Want a curry in a hurry? Acai mama. And I want that now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ding dong, sing to sing, sing my song. It's Katy Perry for Just Eat. Great work. Back to Harry. Harry's got an alcoholic wife, a house full of overflowing ashtrays and discarded glasses. He's also got a young son and a futile job. With no way to fix things, he flees his family and his home in Pennsylvania, beginning a 1,000-mile journey that he hopes will free him from his mediocre life. Because, as he knows only too well, after you've been first rate at something, no matter what, it kind of takes the kick out of being second rate. In my head it sounded better than that, I'm not gonna lie. But there's a quote underneath it that says, "It is sexy in bad taste, violent and basically cynical, and good luck to it." So that quote is putting me back on track. And it's a nice cover with tits on. Delicious. Next up, my current read. I picked up The Female Persuasion by MWAH. This is one I've wanted to read for a while. Didn't know anything about it really, but I liked the cover and I presumed it would be about either sexuality, liking girls, or about feminism. So far in the book, I think I'm about halfway through, and it seems to be more about feminism. Is that another plane? Plane talk. It really made me sad that Taylor Swift was the celeb at the top of the list for emissions, because I love Tay-Tay and I don't love global warming. I get so stressed about the planet and I will like, fuck, shit, I forgot my glass straw, and then people are on private jets. Come on, give and give, give and take, give and take. Okay, this is about Greer, a college student, and she essentially finishes college and works for a very famous feminist in this like activism group. That's as far as I've got so far, but I'm very invested. Then my latest two finds. I got Nothing to See Here, which to be honest I know nothing about, but one of my friends, Millie, said she liked it and we've got the same taste, so it's an easy tick. Reading the blurb now. There's a scandal. Someone's got kids. The twins spontaneously combust when they get agitated. Flames igniting over this. Oh. So I think these kids literally set on fire when they're angry. A la Jack from The Incredibles. Very intrigued. And I think there is actually something to see here. Finally, I was buzzing for this one because I think it's a pretty new release. This is There's No Such Thing as an Easy Job. It is by Kikuko Samura and it's translated by Polly Barton. There's not a lot of information here. It sounds to me seriously, so many planes. It is a Saturday, I suppose. Maybe I shouldn't film on a Saturday. I'm just gonna carry on. To me, this sounds like another 20-something, maybe 30-something slump female having an okay life but moaning because it's not optimum. Winner. Next up, weird in between category. This was from one of those free libraries which are usually shit. So bad with books I wouldn't wish upon my enemy. But I saw The Vegetarian in that, and this is one I actually want to read that sounds bloody good. To me, this could be seen as a modern classic. I've not read anything by Han Kang, which, yeah, I'm sorry. And this sounds delicious. It says, a darkly beautiful modern classic, I was right. A darkly beautiful modern classic about rebellion, eroticism and the female body. One of the most extraordinary books you will ever read. Give it up for Han Kang. Then, Lessons in Chemistry. I forgot they were in there. My mum gave me this to borrow. she liked it. She said she wouldn't buy it for the cover, but she was gifted it for a birthday, and now I'm borrowing it. I agree, the cover's minging, absolutely minging, but it does have nice inner pages. Ooh, Rachel Yoder, who wrote Night Bitch, has quoted on here, on par with Beth Harmon of The Queen's Gambit. Okay. I then bought 4 books. First up, I had Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mum Died on pre-order. Already read this. Great, worth the hype. Incredibly detailed about eating disorders. To the point, if you suffered with that at all, just don't read it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Very good. If you want to read it, go for the audiobook. It is incredibly read. Then I went to Book Corner in Halifax when I was dog sitting. This is one of my favourite indie bookshops. The selection they have is literal chef's kisses. It's so good. I will always go in there, find books I've never heard of, and see them like trending a month later. I trust them. 3 books were bought in here, which, trust me, although I went in for 1, I did a good job only coming out with 3. First up, I got Acts of Service, which sounds very sexy, and I've heard very good things. Quite a few people have said this is like up there on their books of the year so far, so I had to get it. Then I got Nettle Black by Nat Reeve. This is one I'm also currently reading. I am not too far through it, and it's very, very dense, tiny font. But I'm loving it. This is set in 1893 when Henry Nettle Black runs away from her family because she's been told that she's getting married. It's an arranged marriage. She does not like the guy, so she pisses off. It says that this is a queer, witchy story. So I'm expecting some kind of coming out. I don't know what you said about me. Snoop D-O-double-G. Hurry up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Touch me, baby. Why can't you see that I am not afraid? Rakakaja. Lawrence is good at piano. He shall be rocking in my show. Rakakaja. School of Rock is so good, and I think that drilling has stopped. So next up, I Fear My Pain Interests You. Was I drawn to this for the cover? Yes, absolutely. Who wouldn't be? But it also sounds bloody amazing. And the day after I picked this up, Jack Edwards put it on his story saying, "Thanks for the present. This sounds good." Wasn't from me, but I felt cool. Somebody is travelling with blood on her face, a big cigarette case full of pills, and she's fresh from a breakup. She honestly sounds like she's having a mare, and at the bottom of this it says, "This is a jarringly sensual book about bodies, families, and a young woman's unusual struggle to overcome the constrictions of both." Bizarrely, the inside is a cow. Then I have got 5 books that have been gifted to me that I've already opened. First up, Comet Press sent me the BBC National Short Story Award 2022. I read last year's one of these, and I've also got one with, why do I feel like it's got penguins on it? Sometimes I see these in charity shops and I always pick them up because they're a great way to discover new authors. Next up, we have got On Not Knowing by Emily Ogden. Gorgeous cover, and this says it's essays on how to love and other things. A beautifully written suite of personal essays on the value of not knowing. Oh. Got a good feeling about this one. Don't ask me why. It might be to do with the green, but there you go. One I know nothing about. Can I Stray by Jenna Adams. It's got a really gorgeous drawing, if you can see that though. Can I Stray is about a 14-year-old who's been waiting for a boy to choose her. This sounds quite like the David Nichols book, but not Us. I hated Us. Sweet Sorrow. This is about two people who are cast as Romeo and Juliet in a play, and we'll see where that goes. This one I'm so intrigued by. Oh my god, I knew it. Thank you, Izzy. This is set in the 2014 Maidan Revolution in Ukraine. It's been a huge success in the UK and is truly unforgettable. Hope you enjoy this beautiful book and love it as much as I did. This is I Will Die in a Foreign Land by Kalani Pickard. This sounds really beautiful to do that. Izzy, you've sold me. And a lot of the quotes on the back, people have been blown away. Next, this is exciting because I got some packages, decided I was doing a haul, so I made myself wait. Whoa! First up, I know what this one is, but I'm still very excited. Chronicles. I'm so excited for this. First up, look how beautiful it is. This has been guest edited by one of my friends, Monica. It's also opened by Lucia Osborne Crawley, who wrote My Body Keeps Your Secrets and blew me away with that. And it's a collection of poetry written by women living with chronic pain and illness. This is what I need right now. I'm so excited and I'm gonna tuck into it tonight. But not chucking it because it's precious. Then I've got this massive box and I'm sure Sally Hughes is like a nail varnish brand. So just be confused. Put it up like this. Oh my god, there's so much stuff in here. Okay, I'm gonna span towards this. We have got laundry detergent, some skincare, candles, matchsticks, mints, my preferred salt. Nah, fuck off. This personalised Marmite. I adore Marmite. Let me know if you like it. Crumpets with salty butter and Marmite can solve anything. And then at the bottom we've got the book. This is Sally Hughes's Everything is Washable. Sally gives advice that will help you navigate modern life, enabling you to save money and time. Sally Hughes offers striking good sense on home, food and drink, fashion, health and beauty, life and finances, friends, relationship and family. She'll cover how to buy jeans that fit. Don't get me started. 37 things to have in your kitchen cupboard, tiny acts for good mental health, how to spot a friend going through IVF, why bad boys are an absolute waste of your time, how to cope with working mum guilt, and how to grieve. That actually sounds fucking great. They're nice pages. Thank you so much to 4th Estate. Now, did Sally come out with nail varnish? Have I made that up? Sally, who am I thinking of? So I don't think she's got nail varnish. I'm actually really excited for this. I don't like a lot of self-help books, but this seems realistic. It seems pessimistic advice, which is absolutely what I want. I don't want someone to tell me everything's going to be okay. I want someone to tell me that it's shit and to go have a cup of tea. I'm so excited for this one. I ripped it open to peek, but I've not got them out yet. Okay, context. I've never read Dark Academia, I don't think. And I've seen a lot of hype for a new release, and I've seen a lot of hype for an old release. The new release, don't know how to pronounce. I don't know if it's Babel or Babel. I've decided it's Babel, and it reminds me of Mumford & Sons. Throwback. But let me know. The cover, it's bigger than I expected. It's fucking massive, and this comes from R.F. Kuang, author of The Poppy War, The Dragon Republic and The Burning God, which I think are a trilogy. I'm very intrigued. No idea if I like this or not. The other one, which I do think I will love, and I've been wanting to find in a charity shop for so long and just had no luck, is Fuck Off Car, Not Now. It is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Gorgeous pages. We've got this like cloth bound spine. Money well spent. I'm confident I'll love it, and she's a stunner. That's everything. I've got so many books here staring at me. I absolutely don't have storage for them. I'm currently looking at my bookshelf and it is already overflowing, so that's going to be good, but we'll deal with that later. I'm very excited to read these. If you've read any and you love them, please let me know, because where the fuck do I start? Thank you if you've got this far for watching the video. I would love it if you liked the video, if you commented on the video. Tell me which one you're most excited to read yourself. If you're not already, I would love it if you subscribed, and I'll see you later, in a bit, in a while. Crocodile.